welcome to GeoTown. We are back with our new videos, and but we have decided to take a new turn actually, um, since this channel is basically on um, geospatial data and analysis, but we are trying to cover more topics and more platforms. Um, when it comes to coding and plotting and visualizing, I believe MATLAB is one of the best platforms that you can go with. So we will actually do a lot of spatial statistic analysis on MATLAB. So before doing that, we thought maybe we should give just a introductory uh, video how to use MATLAB, because as a geographer or geospatialist or geoanalyst, we normally use ArcGIS, QGIS, or other softwares. However, MATLAB can be very handy in terms of coding, and when you want to do something based on your own choices, considering the given data. All right, we will go into details on that things in our later videos, but right now we are just focusing on introduction to MATLAB. MATLAB is actually a platform that works based on matrices, vectors, and other data. Actually, it is built on that way. However, we will do a lot of other things in that, but let's just give a little introduction video, introduction to MATLAB, where we see how things work. So let's just say that we want to give some or store some values in a variable as a vector. So let's just say I want to add some values in this variable. So in MATLAB you can do it in a multiple way, like you can store it like this. This is the answer. And you can also do it like, you can do it with spaces. It is actually very easy. Yeah, and if you want to save your data in columns, you just put columns like this and your data will be saved like that. Right. Okay, and let's just say we want to store a series of data. Let's just say I want to store data from 1 to 10. It's very simple also. I'm just keep using this. Let's say I want to store data from 1 to 10 in this variable. Just put colon and then hit enter. So boom. Yeah, it doesn't go only from 1 to 10 or 0 to 10. Your range can vary based on your choice. Let's just say I want to say from 4 to 10. See, okay. All right. So right now I am working it in the command window. However, you can start with the script here. You can also do a live script, but I'm doing it in the command window so that I can see what's happening. All right. So there is a command called CLC which clears your command window and lets you do other things. All right. We can also give interval based on our own choice. Let's just say that I want to go from 4 to 10 and I want to give the interval of 0.5 in the middle. Oh, sorry, this, yeah. Right. So see, now it's storing data from starting from 4 and then 4.5, 5, and then up to 10. So we can do these things based on our choice. We can also go backwards, forward. For example, let's say yes, I want to go from 10 to 1 and I want to go in back, so I will put a negative. Let's just say I want to have an interval of 2. So it's going back to 2 with the interval of -2. Right. We can also do it with a line space vector. Let's just do it like this. Let's just say I want to see Linespace generates a linear spaced vector. Right. Okay, let's say that I want to see, the good thing about MATLAB is just give you, options what you want to put in. So let's say I want to start with 10 and then, oh sorry, starts with 1 and then let's just say 10 and then I want to go up to 10. Right. So it gives me, a spaced vector up to 10. Let's try go to 13. See, now it gives me 13 values starting from 1 to 10, but they are divided into 13 possible values. All right. You can also give different kinds of line spaces. You can also give log spaces. Let's just say I don't want to give line space. I want to give a log space here. So it will give me based on the log. Let's just take a example where I want to see where are my values. Like, do you want to see the references? Okay, let's create a vector that starts from 0, have a interval of 0.5 and goes up to 4. All right, see? Okay, now I want to see, what is, for example, this is a very big vector and I don't know the length and I just want to see what is the first value. It is very simple. You just put the first one in parentheses and then it will give you 0. Simply you can go like, I want to see the fifth value and that is 2. Right, so but what if I want to see multiple values? That is also very easy. Let's say just put the brackets and then let's say I want to see fifth value and seventh value. All right, see, this is 2 and 3, sorry. All right, someone could say that I want to see a range of values. That is, as we discussed before, for the range we have to use a colon. Let's say I want to see from 3 to 8, 2 to 8, and that will give me a range of value. And you can also see that, on this workspace, you're also getting your answers in here. Whatever I do, the answers are going up here also. So that will also, give you a choice to keep track of where your answers are stored. All right, so let's clear this and before clearing this, let's see what we can do more. Let's say I have a vector, here. I don't want to give the interval just to make it, clear for you guys. Make it easy. Let's just say I want to give the interval of 2 and it goes up to 10. All right. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Let's say if I want to find, only odd values or even values. Let's try to do that. See if I want to go from 1 to 2 with the interval of 2, and up to the end. And I want to get the odd components, right? This will give me the odd components, 1, 5, 9. But it gives, it also has the interval of 2. So it's skipping 3, it's jumping 2 values. Similarly, we can do it for even values. But here we have to say, 2, because 2 is for even. And in this vector, the even values are 3 and 7 because it's checking the index values. Right. Okay, so let's clear this up, and oops, when you clear, it clears your workspace. Sorry. And if you do the CLC, it clears all the commands in the window. All right. There is a very easy way if you want to keep track in the command or in the script also. You can do it in the script also. Just put a % sign and then, write down the comments what you want to do. Let's say I want to, say define a vector. Okay. So let's just say I am defining a time vector from 0, and let's give it a big value with interval of 0.01. Sorry, it's not 0, I'm clicking, okay, 0.01, and let's say it goes up to 5. That will give a lot of values to this vector. All right, once you put this colon, it saves this into, it gets saved into your workspace. It doesn't give you the answer. But let's just say, for example, if you want to see the answer in the command window, that is what command window is for. If I hit enter, we'll see a lot of values. So sometimes we don't want to see it, so we just put a colon here and save it. Right. Okay, so let's say we have a function of time. Let's just say, let's keep it, say y1 equals, let's just say cos of t. We'll take the values of t and store it in y1. And let's see, we have almost 501 values. Not almost, exactly 501 values. Right, so let's say we have another vector for, we have another variable that stores value of, let's say, t power 2. Okay, I'm just trying to make it, more complicated so that we can, also do some plotting to see how we can plot the data. All right, okay, let's see. I guess we will have a, oops, yes, that's what I was thinking. We have an error which says that, incorrect dimension for raising matrix to power. So what it says is that we're trying to multiply or taking power of a vector with a scalar. We cannot do that in MATLAB. And if we want to do that, we have to put a dot, and then it will, solve the error. Yes, it does. All right. Okay. That was easy. Let's try to do it a bit difficult computation. Let's say y3 equals t multiplied by the exponent. This is the function in MATLAB for exponent. I want to take the exponent of t, right? And then divide by cos of t. Let's just say t by 100. Okay. So this will also get errors, and you can check where it will get error. Yeah. So because we have, scalar and vectors all together, so we have to check where we have to put the dots. So the first dot will come here because exponent of t will give us a scalar value, and we'll simply, let's see if it solves the problem. It does, yes. So cos of t will be, t is a scalar value, so it's okay. Sorry, t is a function of cos here, so we only put the dot here because here t is a vector, but here as a is a function of exponent, so it's okay. All right, so it is saved in Y3, and let's see if we can try to plot this data. All right, okay, so now we'll do some plotting. Let me clear this up so that, okay, so we'll see. Right, okay, I want to save my exponent of t in a new variable. Let's say exponent of t. All right, okay, so it's saved in v4, and now I want to plot it. So first I want to use figure 1. If you don't use the numbers in the figure, it will, you know, it will, you know, it won't save the previous one. It will overwrite. It will overwrite the new figure onto this one. So that's why we'll put numbers so that we can have different figures. And what I want to do is, let's say I want to plot. Plot is a function that in MATLAB that use to plot data. So let's say I want to plot. See, I'm getting also some options what I want to plot. Let's say I want to plot t with y4. Let's go for it. Okay. So now I'm hoping to see a figure with an exponential value. All right, yes. However, it is not very clear. So what we can do is we can label this this picture, this figure. For the x, see, I already get the options. That is what I like about MATLAB. X label, and then you can put the label. Let's just say it's time. And I also want to do the y label. Yeah. You can also do it separately, line by line, but I'm just doing it in one line. You can do it either way. It's okay. It works both way, hopefully. And it is exponent, let's say exponent of t. All right, okay. Okay, yeah, so we got both of the labels. Just to make it more fancy, I can turn the grid on. Yeah, now we have a grid, so it looks a bit more professional. Right, let's do another variable. Let's say call it y5 and call it a sine function. Let's just say sine of t. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Sine of t. Just say 1 divided by 5. It's just equation. Who cares? All right. So, oops. Okay, I have an error here. What is the error? Oh, I didn't put enough parentheses. Okay. All right. So, see, it also gave me suggestion based on my problem. So, hopefully, it will be solved. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's see what we do now. Let's try to see figure 2. I'm using MATLAB online, so that's why the graphical user interface might look a bit different than the MATLAB that you install on your computer. So, but the functions and you know, the language, everything, the function, everything, the functionality is completely the same, but just the graphical interface is a bit different. All right, so figure 2, what do we want to plot? I want to plot t with, let's say, y5. Okay. And since I did not put any grid on, let me, okay, we'll do it later. Grid and labels later. We just want to see if it comes up. Oh yeah, okay. So it comes up. All right, so let's do labels. Oh, sorry. And this one is function of sign. And I want to keep the grid on. All right, okay. So the figure 1 is here and the figure 2 is here. Okay. All right. But what if I want to show these pictures? Oh, sorry. I keep saying pictures. What if I want to show these figures together? Let's find out a way how to do that. All right. MATLAB is actually very intelligent in terms of that. So let's try to plot it this way. We have a function, a subplot, that gives us the choice to plot these two things together. So I'll try that, but I don't want to override this figure, so let's say figure, oops, figure 3, and I want to subplot, okay. Let's say I want to subplot in 3, 1, 1, and then plot what? Plot t and let's say by 5 first, and then I want to do the same for subplot 3, 1, and oh, sorry, 3, 2. So it will give me both the plots at the same figure. What I want to plot here is plot t and y4. Okay, let's see if it works. Oh yes, okay. So it is suppressed a little bit, but it is working. Yeah, I didn't put the labels and grid on, which you can do it later. And there are a bunch of other subplot options that you can do. All right, so just something came up into my mind that, well, like in the function, in the variable of y5, let's say y5, there are huge number of values, 501. What if I want to, you know, do some descriptive statistics, like what if I want to see the maximum value, minimum value, what is the median? These are all simple functions in MATLAB. So simply, let's say I want to do the max of y5. So that is the maximum value. Let's just say I want to find the minimum value. That is 0, right? Let's just say I want to find the mean. So there are a bunch of other, you know, functions that you can use that are already built in MATLAB. So the mean is 0.8, and also similarly we can do the median. Yes, the median. All right, so the median is 0.9, blah, blah, blah. All right, so hopefully this will give you an introduction, a bit of introduction. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to, you know, get familiar with this. However, in the upcoming videos, we will use more advanced tools and more advanced functions. Hopefully we will, yeah, we will give it a touch of spatial statistics in that, and we will start off solving problems of geospatial statistics using MATLAB. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.